Load, load. And now you're loading, yes. As you're loading very slowly, the other one is probably going to be done with it. Not surprising at this point. And makes things so much easier. I can click here, I can review here. Second phones. Yeah, huge. Now then, we actually have something to do today, haven't we? We're going to go through the territory chapter. I will explain a bit more soonish. Give me 1 or 2 seconds while I throw links around like a drunk. This is the right one, and this is the right one, and whoop. I'm gonna throw this nonsense everywhere. Hi, you might wonder, because I can, because I do like to, audience. Now, let us change back to here, let us change back to this, and, well, it's a fucking horrible row, but I have some time. Not much, but that should be enough to finish that chapter, because I already did all the hunting for this chapter, which is not much, because chapter 5 is basically empty. There were 2 little quests. I'm going to explain that rather shortly, what and precisely how I did. Did nobody say I wouldn't tell people? Give the game a bit to load. Now then. We are back again. First, take a look here. Those will not disappear anyway, so ignore them. The Master of Dragons. Now, as we know, in the halls of Edo, because Edoras is a pain in the ass to say, and I'm not going to do that forever. That's gonna break my tongue at some point. Is basically our final mission, and here comes the point. This is the end. Once we beat it, we have beaten the game. But before that, you have to go through chapter 5. Which is the preparatory chapter. Meaning, you need a few things if you want to beat the Master of the Dragons. You will need the highest possible armor. You'll need a weapon specifically made only for you. Sorry, I had a bit of a... My brain was like, there was something between those 3 things, between those 2 things. And lastly, you need friends. Bit of a problem, that one, because most of my friends are not available at the moment, but our little neighbor has his own friends he's going to invite, and we're going to take care of that. But, and because, as you might remember, I had a bit of a problem with my little car again, and I needed to go to the mechanics. So I actually had some time to sit around and think about how I want to do this, and I kind of came up with a nice little idea. Very nice and easy idea. Namely, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to prepare everything, make it nice and easy, and on the weekend, when we are going to play Gothic and finish this in grand style, we'll have more than enough time to, start the next chapter, which is just gonna be Risen. And since that's going to take some time, and I want to take some time with that, I think this is the best possible solution. To go in between, basically. Might not be the perfect solution, but a good solution, I would say it is. Well, shit. Look at all of this nonsense. Let's avoid that. That looks like progress. Now, I've done pretty much everything beforehand. I went through all the hunting, and I got 2 things I did. Rosie's flight. Basically, you remember Rosie. Rosie is Sekop's wife. And she's kind of running away, and you meet her in the wilderness behind the behind Sekop's farm. Sekop being, the asshole before the landowner. She's like, I couldn't stand it. Can you take me to the landowner? And you're like, woman, please, you walk in completely wrong direction if you wanted to go to the landowner, because to get to the landowner from where she is, you actually have to go through Sekop's farm. Yay. Woman, navigation, apparently not very good. And this one here, remember Talwin, that guy that is above where where Cavalon's hut is in the mine valley, valley of mines. That's more likely. And once you tell him that his friend is dead, he kind of gets like, oh shit, I'm gonna get out of here. And he's running through the pass, and then he's like, I'm too scared to go through the mine to get to the other side. And then you get through the and you're just like, well, wasn't that bad, was it? And he's done. Jesus Christ, that was a lot of...
It's a good thing you're refreshing your supplies again.
I didn't listen to what you said.
Show me your wares.
And he's not gonna repeat that for me. Bloody asshole. Also, as you can see, I still have 90 fucking learning points, and I have no fucking idea what I'm supposed to learn with that. Honestly not. I am quite out of ideas. I mean, I guess we could learn some more crossbow or something if we wanted to. Oh, we could push more strength points and be like, well... Is there any reason for that? Oh, we also upgraded the claw, I think, to... This is pretty much it. Damage, 110 chance of extra, yeah, 50% extra chance, extra damage chance is pretty much the highest you can get. So as you can see, I have done all the little things.
I need more.
How are things?
There's nothing new so far.
I've got a...
Wolf skin? A warg skin? What the hell?
I ripped the troll...
That. Good work.
And now I'm doing good work. I'm doing fucking God's work. You'd be surprised. Now, with all of that out of the way, basically, since I went ahead and around and everywhere, the only places I didn't visit are twofold.
Hey, you!
It's the city, this nice little city we have, you know, just visited and are visiting, and the monastery. Because those are two things you will have to visit anyway, mostly for special reasons. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a way to get the best possible armor we can get. Well, technically speaking, we already have a very specialized weapon, and the Law of Belia, which is surprisingly useless against the last enemy, because surprisingly, Belia's personal little bitch boy
Hey, you!
is
What are you doing?
I hope it won't be too long before a ship comes. This hanging around.
is a very surprisingly resistant to a weapon that is quite literally, you know, of Belia's making. Surprising, isn't it? You would never think that Belia's chosen hero would be immune to Belia's very own, I guess, blessed weapon. I'm kind of thinking between blessed and cursed here, because technically speaking it's a cursed weapon from people's perspective, but then again it's also kind of, you know... I guess it is blessed when you look from Belia's perspective. I guess for Raven's point of view it was blessed. From my point of view it's just a cursed weapon, honestly. I mean, we can use it because we're the fucking chosen of Innos apparently, and Innos doesn't give a fuck about anything. Like, oh, nice blade you've got there. Yeah, go pray to Belia for it, and are still cool.
Then?
If I were Innos, I'd be a bit more, put it mildly, possessive of my hero. Then again, I would probably be a very bad god, because I would be, okay, you're my chosen hero, here. Take an abundance of my power and go out there and slice some bitches. Quite literally. And figuratively. And, well, basically, you know, keep my hero happy and make sure he's doing good.
Hey!
Yeah, Laris. Who actually could teach me strength at this point? Many, I believe. Do I even want to? Actually, we could technically also still, because that is something I didn't do because I find it rather redundant at this point. I could sit down and actually teach myself on the shrines a bit more strength and dexterity. I could, but that would be such a waste of time at this point. We are so fucking strong, we can literally use everything we want.
What? I know.
So, you know, what is the point? Yeah, but the dragon root there, my friend. I'll take that off you, because I can make use of that. Say, would you mind if I were to use your alchemist bench? And brew special potions. Brew potion of strength. I don't think I can brew another one. I cannot. Never mind, never mind. Alright, I also have some more apples to eat. Oop. And this is actually the point. When you reach this kind of state, you're kind of sitting here like, yes, I can technically get even more strength. Yes, I can get even better and stuff, but why would I want to? I have no goal anymore. The only reason I would push strength at this point is if I wanted to use a two-handed weapon, one of the more heavy ones. But even that is not really the case. I'm a one-handed guy. Also, actually, that is one of the one of the interesting facts, actually, of good old Gothic 2.
Can you?
Yes.
How much?
For a paltry.
Tell me.
All right.
Gothic is the only, or one of the only games to actually do good with the
Darkness. Perfect. The king. You shall return. That's all.
making a nice little prophecy there for Gothic 3, eh? One of the very few games that actually do one-handed kinda well, actually, without a shield. Now you see, usually the main reason why in an RPG you wanna use one-handed weapons is because you of course wanna use a shield. Extra protection and stuff. Pretty sweet deal.
Show me.
Take your.
Not so much in Gothic 1, 2. There is no reason.
I've got to
Suit your.
I mean, there's reason to do it because it's cool and stuff and it's usual, but there's no
show.
no shield, which would give me normally a reason to use it, which I actually like.
Show me.
Because you would, technically speaking, still want to probably use a one-handed weapon. There are many good reasons for it, even without a shield.
Show me.
So many stuff. Look at that. Look at that. I want that. I'm sorry to say, but I want that. I also want this, and I think I'm gonna regret that because I actually need some money at some point. But then again, I can start selling weapons again because it's not like I don't have any. There are many weapons here that I don't technically speaking need. But I still have. Mostly because why not, is basically the main point. Because I think... do I actually need money for the last armor? I don't even remember actually. Well, let's not think about that too deeply.
Show me.
Otherwise I'm gonna be sitting here like, do I have to? Is that how it is?
Show.
And then we have talked with everybody merchant, and we now know shit is going on. Yes, now would be a good point to go back to Lord Hagen and be like, hey Lord Hagen, I just want to tell you, we dealt with shit. We have beaten the dragons, they're dead. If you have some money to spare, you know, for my good service, I'd be willing to, you know, take some. Wink wink, heavy implication. If not though, you know. Diego's sitting there like, ah, look at this fucking nonsense.
How's bit?
Lousy.
That's known.
You should have seen it a few.
I may have liked it, but alas. Look at all those paladins. Whatever could they be up to? Wink wink, heavy implication, wink wink. Of course, we have one very, very interesting problem. Technically speaking, we need a ship. We do know that much, basically. Even if we have no clear goal, we need a ship.
Show me.
Now here comes the problem of what. Do you think Lord Walking Hagen, Mr. Paladin, is gonna give me a dragon hunter slash mercenary, his bloody warship, which is technically freaking property of the king, Let's just say the easy and most obvious answer is no. He is definitely not just going to give me that. Yo, Lord Hagen, I'm here, man.
The dragons are dead.
Indeed.
I knew that Innos would give you the strength to defeat the dragons.
Yeah, the armor really helps.
Where is the ore?
The orcs are still besieging the castle in the Valley of Mines. Garan stands no chance of leaving the castle before the siege is ended.
Indeed.
Damn it! If Garand isn't capable of handling the situation, then I shall have to see to it myself.
Well, you
A
do that.
few orcs won't stop me, not me. I
It's
have
not
already
a few,
informed my men.
and it's
We are
actually not
preparing
any
for departure.
orcs anymore.
We shall all go. I shall leave only a minimal guard on the ship. That shall be enough then to finally put an end to the orcs.
What do you wait?
We are still waiting for our equipment.
He's like, I'm going to set off. A few orcs are not gonna stop me.
Can you?
I only
Whee! Why am I always getting messages when I'm fucking doing something? I fucking love it. It's always the fucking same, isn't it? Now, as you can see from talking to all of these nonsense people,
Morgahart,
You are.
is there any?
Not right now.
and I forgot to report to you. And you're just a pain in the ass anyway to deal with, so let's ignore you and go on our way. A little merry way. Where is my teleportation rune set? As in Corinas, I need to go to the monastery because that is the only other area I have not yet talked to people. As you can see though, we are on our way. Doing the preparations. Doing them slowly.
I killed all.
Really?
Hmm.
So there's more than a glimmer of hope on the horizon.
Yes,
Now
yes.
all we have to do is cut off. If you have indeed done that,
Who? Me?
you of course. Who else?
Why always me though? Ah, you people. Why always me? You don't know that even the greatest heroes might at some point want to have some help along the way. Shut up, Cilantro. Shut up, novice. I'm here again. Yo, Peroka.
All the dragons are dead.
That is good news
Mhm.
indeed, but the Seekers still have not left.
Hmm.
On the contrary, I hear more and more a killing off the dragons has dealt the enemy a blow, but it did not suffice.
Well, yes.
I talked to the dragons.
What did they say?
They kept talking about the power of their master,
Hmm.
and how he settled in the halls of Irdarath.
Enos be
Yes.
with us. The Black Temple has regained its power and is now sending its henchmen into our world.
Oh no.
What are these halls of Irdarath?
The Eastern Invocation Temple of the God
Yeah.
Beliar. There are 4 of them in the land of Mertana, but this one is probably the most terrifying temple of all.
Ooh,
About
sounds spooky.
40 years ago, the northern and western temples of this horrible deity were destroyed. The brave knights of that time gave their all to raise those mighty constructions to the ground. Back
They
then,
probably died for that.
the black hordes of the enemy were helpless against the superior numbers and the heroic courage of the knights and paladins.
You beat them
It
through
would have been
numbers.
easy to destroy the other 2 temples as well and rid the land of evil forever.
Yes.
But after the second temple fell, they simply disappeared.
Disappeared. An entire temple.
Yeah, right.
Do not mock me. The situation
Sorry.
is serious. If the halls of Irdarath have in for that, you would have to find it first.
We shall see. Zardas's book, which was believed to be lost. Where is it?
Yes,
I
yes.
have been expecting you would ask that, but it has been magically sealed. I took it to one of our lower that accursed Zardas has.
Can I see the book?
Be my guest. I cannot imagine, but go ahead and give it a try.
Well, we know a few things. We know that the Halls of Icarus and the Temple of Palladium. We know that we need to find it and reach it, which is going to be hard. And we do know that the others have given them a nice book, a very nice book. That you might feel, inclined to take a look at.
No idea. You tell me.
Open sesame.
Not
Pirate car says I'm allowed.
so he says that. All right.
That's no secret.
Yeah, just let me enter. Telemoon.
Watch out who you tell that to.
Let's see if you have any new books down here. I don't think so, but I'll ask. Nope.
Who told you that?
Rosadas has very appropriately left the book here. But I'm now going to take the book. Go straight to Zadas, where it be like Zadas. Open fucking book. Fucking mongrel. Wow, look at that. It's a lamp. Yes, I know, totally surprising that something like this would happen now, isn't it? Who could have seen something like this happening? Oh no! Wait. Oh, that was pretty weak sauce. I've seen that. I've seen worse. And then I've seen you guys. Imagine, it's not even that long ago. Those skeletons would have been a real pain in my backside. Nowadays it's just like, oh, a swing I miss a swing. Shadow. A very interesting shadow, mind you, considering light sources. Oh, I guess I'm just going to follow the road of skeletons. Well, it was a rather short road. Alas, and we have actually lost some health. Wow, skeletons. Just a few hundred hits more like this and you might actually be able to almost endanger me. But until then, I am a bit above your pay grade. Kinda like, we are the guardians of this place. Well, gently enough, I suppose. Your pay grade is a bit below, but you would meet in here. Please don't stop somebody like me. Then again, I think at this point it's pretty damn safe to say that the friendly neighborhood nameless hero is on quite the upper level when it comes to, you know, human potential.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
To put it mildly.
Nobody ever asks me.
Healthy as an ox.
There's more.
Mana reserves like a novice
I'll never
mage.
get this open without the right key.
And
Path of virtue is long.
strength. A lot of fucking strength. I knew there would be some more skeletons eating. Cannot hide from me, skeleton. I am the chosen one. Yeah, no then. Monastery Shadas. Womba 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 womba. Well, look, well, you look at that. Lester, you finally came out of your little forest. What's you doing here?
Where's Zar? He's gone.
Hmm.
And he left these. I think he doesn't want anyone sniffing around.
Where did he go?
He didn't say. He only. I read it.
And?
No idea.
Hmm.
I didn't understand a word. I think things just got too hot for him.
You didn't look all...
My headaches are getting almost unbearable.
Oh shit.
And now these lizard people are constantly attacking me too. I think I'll have a rest.
Take a rest, yes. Now, we have a letter from Zardas. Oh, moin! Haven't seen you in a while. A surprise guest. Paper, cube, important hint, important message, note. Recipe. Where's Zada's letter? Zada's letter. I suspected one of the dragons in the Valley of Mines was the source of evil. I was wrong. Well, no shit, Zadas. When it has come to pass, as I expect, you should now be seeking the halls of Hiro. Tokyo gave pertains all the clothes you need. You should have known why the Seekers wanted it so badly. You must get it back. What's Zarak Bendardo? Open it. Don't tell anyone about this. Two more word fixed now. Can help you with the last task. Only you can defeat the source of evil. Good.
Zarek Bendardo.
Diddle-dum.
The book's open. There's a letter and a key hidden inside.
Yes, indeed. And as you can imagine, that key is going to be the opening. That fucking door. Demons. Oh, game decided to lag just like this. Not really the best timing for a lagging little game. Don't do that. And that is gone, of course. I mean, last time he kind of parted with us, at least in the temple. This time he's just like, well, I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to disappear now. See ya later, basically. Okay, more demons? Indeed, more demons. They actually do damage. If you're skeletons and the like, not a fucking problem. Fucking demons on Mars, that is the definition of a problem. Let me save it just in case I... Oh shit, we're back to... I don't really know what it is. I haven't even changed any settings, and now suddenly the game is like, no, you now save very, very slowly. Can't even tell you why. The good thing is, this time it came about at the very end of the game. I mean, that's not the very end. Close enough to the end that I'm not too worried. Yeah, let's not pray at that statue. Zadas. You really like to put the most annoying things in your little tower. Nope, can't even do anything for my little sword anymore. Sad as that is. Now that I need... Where is it? Little return trip to the 3. Yep. It's like I've never been gone. Because now I need to get back down again.
I'm staying out of it.
Might actually want to sleep before that though. Free healing. Indeed, free healing.
Wait a minute.
Actually managed to get into it, eh?
How's life in the...
I'm going out of my mind. But anyway, thanks for the hint. Milt, I feel really stupid among those ever nagging. Well, what's a body to do? Before I starve in town,
I can understand that, yes. Before you starve, you will probably be willing to do quite a lot of things. That is putting it mildly. Rather understandable reaction of the poor man. No then. Hello, I know you're not gonna be very surprised that I come from behind there. I mean, factually he isn't, which is rather surprising. I would be surprised, but hey, wait a second. You were back behind me a second ago. Why do you suddenly come from the front again? Good question. Just one better not to be asked, apparently. Right. This, and then to the left. Should be our ticket for more knowledge. Ooh. That sounds very demonic. Let's see what comes. A few skeletons. does not make me worried. Come on, pick it up. Yep, not worried in the slightest. Nothing behind me. And then I see demons. And the demon lord. Definition of pain in the ass. Put something like that down. Yes, this was precisely the move I didn't want it to do at this point, but thank you anyway for deciding. That is the move I will do now. Ah, well, an almanac. Let's read. I hope the dome may protect you from the menace of Belia. The king is naive enough to believe that we built the dome as protection against breakouts. When as long as such rules enable us to fulfill our higher goals, let it be so. I only hope we have enough time left to prepare for the fight. As soon as the dome around the Valley of Mines has been erected, I will use all the power at my disposal to intervene in the impending fight. From Weapons of the Dragon Lord. To make an armor of dragon scales as hard as possible, the scales may be coated with the ore mined in the valley on the Isle of Arines. To make a blade worthy of the Dragon Lord, the blade should be steeped in dragon blood. 5 vials of blood can give the steel unequal sharpness and strength. Note: Arines probably refers to what is now known as Corinus. Game is like, wow, old language. Now, anything else you have put in here? A random potion, a dusty book, and the sea shard we were looking for. Anything else you have written down here? No. Just the usual. Means, if you take a look at my dusty book, now certain that the building is the Halls of Aetheroth. They are located on an island quite near the harbor of Corinus. Valia's interest in the ore mines is obvious. There will be war. A war for the fate of the world. I seem to be the only one capable of interpreting the signs. All around me seem to ignore them. The one will come, and his coming will herald the beginning of the war. It is a war as old as time itself, but the end appears to be coming into view. I will not stand idly by and watch as others take the fate of the world into their hands. I've studied the ancient writings, and I've found out how to create the legendary weapons of the ancient Dragon Lords. However, I've no idea how to obtain the ingredients. I've entered the recipe into the almanac just in case. Who knows what terrors the future may bring? Maybe even dragons. Bit late for that, my friend. The dragons came, and we slayed those dragons. Wait a bit.
So that's where you're hiding out. Damn far away. I'll need a ship to get there.
Right you are for once, my friend. Right you are indeed. Now then, we don't have anything left. Shouldn't we have some dragon blood? Yes, we have dragon blood. Who could make us a nice little weapon out of that? Actually, who could make us the armor? I do know one, and only one. Smith, who's more than willing to probably help us. And it's gonna be our one. Bennett! Bennett, help us again. Come on. He owes us more than enough from, you know, making sure he doesn't end up a noose around his neck, so sure we can get him to work for us a bit more. Yo!
Hey! I know how the armor can be improved even further.
Tell me then.
You could coat the dragon scales with magic ore.
That thought has already occurred to me too, and you're right.
Nuts.
My newest armor beats everything you've ever seen. It's lightweight yet sturdy. It is perfect. You can buy it if you want. I don't make this offer to just anybody, and the price...
What you're saying is the price is fucking 20.
Give me the armor.
You don't have enough.
Yeah, you don't say.
Can you
Sure, that'll cost you a bit.
maybe
Teach me, but you don't even know. First, you need to.
Time for things like that.
What about? What do you need?
How much money do we have? 16,099.
Who said that? Leave everything here. That's the truth.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get that money together to actually get the last 4,000 points.
That isn't true. I'm staying out of it. It can't go on this forever. Totally obvious.
Yeah, pain in the ass is a very nice way of saying it. Then I'm gonna have to sell some nonsense in order to get that. Do we have nonsense we wanna sell? Maybe.
I could tell you.
Point being, yes, we actually do have some nonsense we can and will sell. Not the fire window. And game is lagging. Game has decided to return to me.
I could tell you.
And let's take a few those, few lightings away. And monster we're gonna keep. Some demon we're gonna keep.
That will never change.
And there's our quest stuff.
No one really wants to hear that.
Those are all just rumors.
That will never change.
Don't think we really need that many. And 50 coins away, and
I wouldn't hardly know what to believe anymore.
That was no big deal. Who said that?
and as you pointed, I still need 3,000 more. Okay, right.
Been there, done that. That isn't true.
What a royal pain in the ass this is. Do you, my friend, still take the old coins?
Interested in some more old...
Sure.
A few.
Thanks. Here's your money.
Not bad, but not enough. Still need more money. There's any quests left.
Hey, you!
Captain. Yes, yes.
What weapon?
Only
Would you be willing to sell? Not to sell, to buy stuff. Kinda feels like you people are trying to rob me.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
He really didn't deserve that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
No one really wants to hear
I mean, good thing is, that brought me very much closer to my goal.
I never knew that.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Okay.
It was quite obvious.
I'd have gone about it.
Let's keep the heavy mercenary armor because it looks good.
All that matters is strength.
Then we have the light. We don't need that anymore. Colors,
Don't tell me you
very unique. We're gonna keep it because it's unique, and I do like myself to have all the unique little ones.
Do you really believe that?
same old thing all over.
Actually get some bonus. I'm not gonna sell that. Sell a few of those.
You can
Pretty much sell all of those.
That's the first I've heard of it.
tell me you didn't know that.
Technically all of those too.
My problem.
I can't
That should
believe
put
that.
me well and truly above what I need. Yes, it does. Jesus Christ.
Completely.
Ton of money
Ran like Beliar himself.
just to get best possible armor. pain in the ass, to put it very bluntly.
Give me the armor.
This is the best, a true...
A true masterpiece. Let's see them. Boom. Yeah. I mean, rest look kinda nice. I'll take it. Also means that I can sell the medium one.
What do you...
Hey, do you want to buy the medium dragon armor? So I actually, you know, am left with some gold. Now I
Hey,
need to
you.
actually look for people.
You're a saint?
Did you finally catch on to that?
I could use your abilities.
To an island. You don't even have a ship. No, my boy. If you want to engage my services as a captain and strength teacher, then first you'll... Besides which, I already have other worries. The paladins haven't pulled... Something serious will have to happen again. Go to the castle in the Valley of Mines. Steal the key for the main gate from the gate guard and open it. The orc...
That is excessive. Not efficient though, because I already murdered all the orcs there. There is no fucking siege. Paladins have been lying to you for a very long time at this point.
I could use...
Well, I'm not surprised.
Would you sail to an island with me?
Sure, right away.
Come aboard with me. Wait for me.
A ship? Ha! I can say one thing.
The first I've heard of it.
Now, we have gone.
Do you have an idea how...
Do you think I'd still be here if I did? That thing is better guarded than the ore transports were in the old camp.
There must be a way to get on that ship.
Sure, getting on board is easy. After all, we have the judge in our power. You should go to him and squeeze, but that isn't everything. To navigate this, there's a whole string of...
I know.
Do you know what...
As far as I know, Torla...
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Who should I...
You'll have to decide that for yourself, but I would only take people... If you need a smith in your crew, you should ask Bennett.
Really didn't deserve that.
He is indeed the best.
That's not what I heard.
But first, we need other people.
Where did you pick that up then?
No, actually, we could technically we can set them all up. Ingenuity, past arenas, goddess. Okay, let's start by going there and finding a new crew member. One we have, which is gone. Two we have, which is Lester.
I found out where the enemy is hiding. Don't ask me why, but I feel... What do you mean by that? I can't explain it. But I know that... Then come with me. I'll meet you at the harbor. I'll go down there once... Hurry up! Our time...
That's number 2. And... Yo, Milton! It's time to go on an adventure.
Hey, I heard you spent a long time in the...
I know now where the enemy is...
This is our big chance.
Indeed.
We have to set out at once and destroy... Have you talked to Diego about it? What about Gorn? Talk to him, and don't forget Lester. If you don't drag him out of his valley, I also know my role in all this. I can increase your mana and...
Welcome aboard. We should meet at the harbor.
Good. I'll be there when...
Where shall I look?
Ask Jorgen. He's a sailor after all, but if he can't help you, you'll have to... The best thing to do is to talk to Lee, or go...
Where do I have... Why don't I have the harbor city set up? Now then... How many do we have? We have Gorn, Lester, Milton, Diego. That's 4 people.
Everybody knows by now.
I guess I can take Lados with me too, which is then 5. That kinda leaves only the captain. I want Torloff to come with me. I guess I have to go into the Valley of Mines, beat down the guard, and make sure that the orcs are gonna have free reign. Well, if there were any orcs anymore. Bit of cruel act, but well, okay.
I'm going to leave Corinus.
A wise decision. I wish I could come with you. I could instruct you in archery. Also, I'm sure you can use a decent thief.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Why don't you come with me? We'll meet at the harbor.
You're right. Wait, I'll be ready in a second.
I'm gonna wait. It's Geo we were talking about. Da -di -da, da -da -da -da. And we're back in action.
Well, I'm ready. I'll see you at the ship.
Now, what does my quest log say? Yes, I should take people I trust. Well, then down to the harbor we go. Talk to Laris. Hey Laris, you wanna go on an adventure?
Would you want to?
More than anything.
I found out where the leader of the dragons is. I intend to get rid of him for...
Sounds like a blast. Couldn't you use a teacher for dexterity or
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I knew I could rely on you. We're all
Of
going
course.
to meet at the ship.
A man of action. That's what I like.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
I think technically speaking that should be more than enough. So to the pass we shall go.
It's too much. Everybody knows by now.
To get Torloff to finally agree. Stop being a little pussy and actually man the ship. And then we have basically everything what we need. We need the best armor that our community can offer, which is, well, this one. It cost me quite literally everything, but worth it. Then we would need some people actually willing to risk their bloody lives, which is pretty damn easy considering that we, in the second game, we already made some friends. So not a problem there. And, well, I guess lastly we would technically speaking need a weapon, a special weapon. We have one. One that is actually pretty damn useless now that I think about it, because I can't actually use it against the last enemy. Now to think about it, I never tried shrinking that dragon. I might actually want to do that. Well, time to do something very, very horrible. Then again, actually, can I plunder the corpses after I'm done? Just asking out of pure interest. Whoom.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Because I do know where the main gate guard is.
I have my own opinion about that.
And I do know that he's not gonna be very much happy when I try to beat him down to steal his key. For some very mystifistical reason, he does not like the idea of parting with his, you know, keys.
Listen to the wrong people.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion. You don't have to ask.
Let's see if we can do this peaceful. Ugh. Let's save game. Let's save time.
What would one have?
For heaven's sake!
Well, I'm worried about the safety of the cat.
So am I. Oh, and since I am such a faithful guardian, Garand has finally entrusted the key. That's a great responsibility. Yes. Just imagine someone coming and nobody could close the gate. You mustn't think about what would happen next.
It is indeed a very good thing that nobody knows you have the key. Especially not somebody like me, for example. I think this is the wrong direction. What don't we do?
So sure. 'Cause I wouldn't be 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 so sure. 'Cause I w
Now then, let us see how this story will then work out. I'm assuming not good. Let's see if cutscene people are more competent than real life people.
Another one of those things.
You're fighting. Oh shit. Okay. At the very least, they don't just fit. That is good. It's gonna give me some nice XP here. Also some swords I can pick up, which I can then sell for money. I found a money-making scheme. How bad does it look outside here? Not that bad. All things considered. Let's see if we can sneak around a little bit more. So many orcs. Just very lucky that I brought such a nice sword, didn't I? Plus, of course, the fact that I have a very, very, very good armor at this point. Otherwise, this would probably end up pretty badly hurting. Well, I guess it is, technically speaking, the very last time I can get some very good XP out of this, so... Well, gonna make the best out of it, and also, I can now plunder all the pelo beans. That is if I'm actually able to survive this. Okay, okay, I can do this. I believe in myself. A heavy branch. Oh, that's your heavy branch, I would surmise. Why can't I plunder your corpse? Did I already beat you at some point and took everything from you? Is that it? That's a whole army, isn't it? Fuck's sake. Don't think they can fit though. Okay, so long as I can reach without them reaching me, I think we can do this. I will admit it's a bit of a cheap tactic, but they have numerical advantage. I need to take every advantage I can get my hands on. No, wood weapon away. And healing. What can I use for healing? I'm sure I have some. Whoop. Right. Jesus Christ. Development game really did prepare a lot of orcs to make it reasonable that they take over this place. Jesus Christ. Still, was there any need to go this much over the top game? I'm just asking, you know? Oh. Okay, this is gonna be hard. This is indeed going to be very hard to do. The very moment I'm doing this, I'm basically bound for horrible, horrible, horrible things. Oh, I'm not in game league video anymore. That's kind of sad. Well, this time at least people are actually fighting back. Phew. I can already see that I will probably have to save quite a few times to make this somewhat reasonable. We're just gonna make this avoid the pain in my ass. But oh well. Guess that's kind of risk you take when you do something like this. Hey orcs. You have kind of missed the paladin there. Just gonna point that out, you know. Also, why do you suddenly do so much more damage? Very nice of you. Okay. Before we go in there and die a horrible death again. Come on, go. Come over here. Let me murder you. Okay. Yeah, no, it's somewhat well. I'm not saying perfectly well, but somewhat well. Lots of dead corpses. And lots of stuff to steal. That's gonna do very well for my resources. Also, we got ourselves a captain with this, technically speaking. You could now argue, oh, look at that, he still has my gold. Actually, I bought my medium armor from him for 12,000, and apparently he was nice enough to keep all of my money on his person in a camp that could, technically speaking, be overrun at any moment. Not the smartest move, wasn't it? Oh, so sad. You don't have much. Badly enough. But yeah, I would say pretty nice. Technically speaking, you are supposed to kind of teleport out of that room immediately and run away. Because the game assumes that you should die at this point if you try to fight. Which of course, you know. It's like saying like there's still a siege going on. There's not. That siege has been broken quite a long while at this point. Also, I'm filthy rich again. A very good state of affairs, I would say. Ooh, is this the key for inside this building here? Yes, yes it is. Nice. Is there some chests here? Well, okay. To be fair, even my memory was like, yeah, this room. You don't really need to go in here. But alas, it's still loot. And I do like loot. Whee! Well, still not impressed. Not at all, actually. But alas, can't have everything. That was totally not worth it. Yeah. A good thing that I never tried to actually steal the key and come in here. Would have regretted instantly. Bit of ore. That's actually somewhat worthy. And then still only gives me like 30 gold pieces, basically. He's just like, I don't even.
You'll regret this.
I won't. You might come to regret being unarmed and pretty damn wounded in front of that many orcs. Whoop. Me on the other hand, I'm gonna be gone. Very soonish. As soon as I plundered all of your little corpses. Wouldn't want to waste, you know, any good resources. Also, by the way they died, meaning the way they have not changed position and they have not drawn the weapons, the game insta-killed them once the orc spawns. The only conclusion you can actually reach at this point. Otherwise they would be like this. Their sword would be lying around somewhere and they would be dead. Somewhere. Since they're not, let's just say the game kinda helped them along a bit. The orc warrior had some gold. I do like how the knights all have a very few crossbow bolts though. Those are pretty nice. Since I occasionally, when I'm really bored and out of options, do use my little crossbow. Rare as it is. Also, it does kind of makes you wonder. I mean, I quite literally 2 times in a row killed the whole sieging army outside, and still, as soon as I open the gate, some bloody reason there are orcs out there. It makes you wonder. Orcception and all of that. You will not have anything with me because I stole from you already. There's nothing out there, so there's no reason for me to go out there. Oh, look at that. More orcs. And that makes me wonder where the corpses are, though. I mean, the corpses of the convicted probably had their pickaxe out. You do know that I'm pretty fire resilient at this point. The shaman. I mean, I know it's not going to stop you from using your little shaman magic. Oh look, there's the convict. One of them. Another axe. At least I get some more weapons and stuff I can sell. Good deal indeed. I do, however, kind of like how bloodthirsty Torloff is. Like, I want you to go in there and do this. You know that's gonna kill everybody inside here. Well, I guess not everybody. I found an immortal. Problem. Not even I know why he is immortal. I can just tell you. He is. He won't. Okay, and inside here everything is cool.
I don't like to see brawls. So, you are going...
How much?
50 gold.
I want to...
All right.
Didn't get away with that.
You
Rumor
miserable
has
little
it that you've been
thief.
filching stuff, not to mention all those other... You're not going to get... You shall be made to pay a penalty.
How much?
100...
I want to...
Smart kid.
Interesting enough, now they're counting all of these stuff.
Traitor. You'll pay.
Yeah, but if I attack you now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get murdercated by everybody. Oh, come on, are you serious? Okay, I think he's trying to go the other way. He's trying to be smart. He's trying to outflank me or something. Maybe, at least. Let's put it as a solid maybe. Also, don't forget, I can do extra damage. Also, how does this make me a traitor? I'm just very, very loyal to my own causes. Okay, what would happen if I were to attack you? Don't forget, my friend, I can do bonus damage. Come here, knight. Now Baron himself wants to get some shit done. You know what?
Nothing to plunder.
I have no reason to murder you. Oh, I didn't steal from you yet. Da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Don't mind me just taking some of your stuff. Also, I just got your commandant, but oh well. I'm sure he is oh, he still had... That also was part of my money, actually. Just gonna point that out.
Man, my head.
Yeah, I think we have taken back most of the stuff. But just in case. Let me check enchanted buildings. Oh, broadsword. How much money do I have? 15,000 again. I'm feeling almost better about myself. Jesus, you guy. You annoy me. Could you stop doing that? Thank you. That night in there also hasn't really heard the news of the Sanox invasion. Well, let me take that off you. Don't think you're gonna have much use for that. Yep. And still no orcs outside. I think we can safely assume everything went well. Teleportation. Teleportation. Liberty of Minds. Time to go home. I think we've done, well, I guess enough damage is one way of saying it. One need to be cruel. Sometimes, just sometimes. No, then, with that we also got ourselves a captain, and I think that should, technically speaking, be everybody. Everybody we could ever need. Or something. Landowner. Oh. Use your magic. Oh, right. I kinda murdered a few people here. Not because I wanted to murder them, but because it was an accident. A real accident.
The gate to the castle in the Valley of Mines is open and jammed. There's nothing to keep the orcs from storming the castle now.
Apart from the fact that there are no
paladins
orcs.
in the castle have suffered some heavy losses against the orcs. It won't be long now, I guess, before the paladins from the city advance to the Valley of Mines to get their boys out of the castle.
That's pleasant news. So now there's nothing to prevent me from escaping from this accursed region.
So you say?
Now will you help me?
Oh yeah, you wanted to go to an island. You pay me 2,005 for that. I'll also teach you strength.
All right, here's your...
Wonderful. Now you just...
Be my captain.
All right. Get me a ship and a sufficiently strong... You have a nautical chart.
I'll take care of all that.
I can't wait to...
Wait a minute. Let's set up.
No ship, no crew, no... I want to see at least 5 men willing...
5 men. That is actually the information I wanted to hear. Where is my harbor city? Now, everybody should be going to the harbor and sitting around. But I just want to take a look, just to see that we actually have enough. Then the last thing we need to do is actually get to the judge and force him to give us a nice little authorization. You see, this is also the whole reason why the judge is actually immortal, because as a dragon hunter, or as a... I guess technically as a mage you don't need that, because you're technically higher rank. As a dragon hunter you have no access to this ship in any way, shape or form, and the only way you can get your access is by, you know, forcing your way, mostly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. I think you could actually take someone with you that would turn out to be a traitor. Was that actually Martin? I think it actually could have been Martin. I don't really remember. It could be, but don't nail me down on that. Know that you could take somebody with you who then would turn out to be a traitor and attack you. And pain in the ass, why would you take somebody with you that you wouldn't have 100% trust in, you know, considering where you are going. Do I still have enough? Yes, I have. I'm gonna make this journey a bit shorter. Mostly because I'm actually almost done with my preparations, and I'm almost done with my break, because I still need to do a bit of work. That's a good thing when I have an office day.
Halt! A troublemaker like you can't go to Lord Andre.
Troublemaker? Not really making any trouble. Oh well, sure. Did I make any trouble in the city though?
Thank you for... Do not be so lavish with your thanks. I hope to see you again.
I know where.
Then let us waste no time.
You want to...
I have thought long about this.
I consider...
Don't take too much time.
Listen, people, I do not know. May I do not...
The dragon...
I knew.
I know.
Then equip yourself well, and come to me if you...
Oh yeah, at some point we probably should reload the Eye of Adenos. Well, you can't take Cavalon with us. I would have taken Cavalon with me. I mean, we weren't the biggest buddies in the olden times, but was a cool dude. Didn't have any problems with him whatsoever. That makes him very okay in my book. Hey, Lord Andre, it's me again.
Hey, you! It is one thing if you brawl with, but when you attack citizens, if I let you get away, so you will pay.
How much?
50 gold.
Sure.
Good. If that is true, you had better go.
The castle in the
No, Lord, you had better go.
Like, no, how could this ever happen? I have not the slightest idea how ever could this happen. But do let me tell you, that gate, it's kind of stuck at this point. Maybe you should hurry and go there. Just, you know, a bit of good advice.
Nobody ever asks me. I don't like it so
I do wonder how many people I can actually take on the ship. I mean, technically speaking, the ship should have more than enough room. I can take a little army with me if, you know, 20 to 30 people or so. I somehow don't think the game is gonna allow me to do that though.
The orcs have... Somehow the gate must have opened.
Somehow? How is that possible?
Yes, I know. Horrible. A traitor in the castle. That totally was not me. Of course not. But then again, you know, if you play a mercenary and then you wanna kinda have the mercenaries on your side, you know. Hey, judgy.
Give me a written authorization for the Paladin ship.
You've got to be out of your mind. What do you want me to do?
You heard me all right. Give me that authorization.
I shall not be blackmailed. Least of all...
Morgahard assaulted the governor by your order. I am...
You'll be sorry for this. No one... Here's your authorization.
He is a fucking immortal. Pain in the ass. Also, the fact that the game will continue to consider him a fucking immortal is unlucky. Put it mildly.
You have been involved in a death.
How much?
50.
Now we have the authorization. We can, technically speaking, go to the ship and take over the ship because we can't be stopped. Get it authorization. You should make it easy. Now we're gonna go to the harbor and we're gonna make sure that everybody gets on board that ship. Actually, Pablo, can I take Pablo with me? I think it was one militia guy that you could take with you that trained, that turned traitor. I just don't remember which one. And let's see, let's send Bennett to the harbor and see if we can take Bennett with us. Because having a smith around seems kinda useful.
Wait a minute. I've got a few
genuine. Here's your go.
Nice.
I need to go.
And so you thought?
Yes. What do you say? At any rate,
Better than NotR's farm. Boy, even hell can't be.
Be my smith.
All right, see you.
That's exactly what I said.
Is there anything else? Anything? I don't think so. I think we've got everybody. I mean, everybody that I want to get. And Lee, do you have anything more to say about me taking half your people?
Would you accompany?
Are you kidding? Of course I'm in.
Yes.
I have a few old school. Besides, I could teach you 1 and 2 hand.
Go pack your thing.
What? Right now?
Yes. I'm planning to get out of here, and if you want to join me, come down to the...
I've waited a long time.
The written off...
Well, your long period of humiliation with the...
bad. I can't help it.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
I agree with you completely.
Wee
All over again.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
No, he insisted he knew better.
Alright, back to the harbor city. Let's see then if we can get ourselves a nice little bit of access to that ship. Well, they can't really stop us, technically speaking, because we do have the authorization. But they can't just decline that.
My own opinion about that.
All the go ahead and the paladin.
I've got no time for things like this.
Whee! No, everybody needs to actually position themselves. Bit of troublesome problem, but well, should work.
I wouldn't be so sure.
You don't have to ask me that.
Look at how many people I have.
Can you...
Not
You
enough.
know what I think.
That's exactly what I said.
Game's like, well, you can just go on the ship now. Shouldn't there be somebody, you know, sitting around and trying to stop me from just coming up here? Well, I guess not. Game is like, no, I'm not going to stop you. Have you put anything else nicely positioned on this ship? Doesn't really look like it. Nope, it looks pretty empty. I'm gonna change that. I want to make it full of gold. It sounds good. Ship full of gold. I guess I would now have to speak to Torlev if I wanted to start my little journey. And I'm just going to assume. I'm sure I can explore the ship in detail once I'm shown my way.
You don't have to tell me that. I've my own opinion.
Let's set out for the island.
All right, give me the chart and we're off. All hands on board! Make sure you really have everything you might need with you. If you're sure, then go bunk down in the captain's cabin.
And he just climbs. I mean, I guess I could try and look for more people, but then again, I think I have the most important ones. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to position myself just where I need to be. Got it. There's not much exploration to do. Might actually still want to take a look around and look for some more people. But I'm probably going to prepare that if I'm ever going to do this on my own. My lonesome. Nope. Ooh. There's a lamp before. Okay, game, you know that was not what I wanted to do, but it was like, you need to bunk down. Apparently not, no, apparently I just need to be close to the bed. That's already now. Well, yes, that's then how it is. Welp. 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 Yep. Oh well. You know I'm not gonna redo this. I will accept my failure.
It can't go on like this forever.
And if I look at the clock, the only thing I can say is that I will have to take a little break here. I need to get my work done, sadly enough, so that I can return this evening and do some more playing around. For the moment though, I shall bid you adieu. Have a good one and all of that, and I shall be back in a few hours basically. We shall see what is it I will play then. The finale of Gothic will probably be on the weekend though. Yes, it will be. Yes. For the moment though, bye bye.